Hello to everyone, Darshita Jabalia here, presenting pieces 12 rules of becoming the best version of yourself. Rule number 1, there's only one you, okay? Because there is no one like you, and I don't mean a superficial parts, I am talking about the core of you. Who you are inside, your values, your beliefs, your flaws, and once you understand who really that person is, you would have taken the first step in finding your unique self, and that is the best version of you. Who am I really? Most often we don't allow ourselves the ability to dream beyond our imagination. We don't allow ourselves to think about the future because we are afraid to change. We are afraid to move away from what is familiar. Either that, or sometimes we are too rigid to let our dreams evolve. So now shake it off a little bit. Change is the only constant thing in life, and you are never too old or never too experienced to learn something new. Believe that you have everything already as your Brahmastra in your will to be able to be and achieve your dreams. Rule number 2, be fearless. I know I wanted to become an aeronautical engineer. What am I today? I am an actor, I am a singer, I am an author, I am a producer, I am an artist. How did I go from becoming an engineer to all of these things? I made choices. The choices that I wanted from myself. Let your dreams fly. Give them wings. Be who you want to be. Just by being fearless. No opportunities. That's the another important part of being fearless. There is a very funny thing that they don't come very often. They come far and few in between. But when they do we recognize them? Our job is to recognize them and make the most of them. I look back all these things I have done and I marvel the opportunities they came my way. Miss India, Miss World. When I was in Bareilly in army school, my first film offer. My first music single, the first film I actually produced, that was never a plan. Ever. More like the universe sort of guiding me toward these opportunities. And make sure I work so hard that I squeeze every drop out of these opportunities. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called ambition. So no matter where you are in life, rule number 3 is you have never arrived enough to explore new opportunities. And there's nothing wrong with being ambitious. Ladies, listen to me. For all of you guys who liked everything in life, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to have the whole cake and eat it too. Nothing wrong. I want everything and there is nothing wrong with that as long as you are not harming someone or doing something wrong. Don't be scared to want more for yourself than you ever thought you could get everything. I will give you a small example. A few years ago, I was shooting a film called Don't Do. You heard of that, right? So it was chosen to be shown at the Berlin Film Festival, Berlin, Ireland. My entire team was flying for the premiere. It was very exciting time, but at the same time, I was invited for the first time to attend the Grammy Award in LA. So now I was doing music. It was this big choice. Both the events will literally taking place one day apart. It completely different time zone, Berlin and LA. My team and everyone around me told me no, it can never happen. You have to choose what is your priority, and you know what I did? I made some insane connection. Mumbai to London, London to Berlin, Berlin to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to LA, LA to Mumbai in 3 days. And I made it happen. And that's not the only time I have done it. I have done it so many times over and over again. Why? Because I don't want anyone to tell me I can't have everything. I want to dream of everything and I will have everything. So rule number 4 is that be greedy. Be greedy for your ambitions. Be hungry for it. Don't live on someone else's benchmark. We are told so many times in our life, girls should not do this or that and boys should do this. Your responsibilities, this is who should be. Who can tell you who you should be? Don't let anyone or any kind of situation come to you who you are and who you can be. I know it's very much easier said than done. I know that because I have done it. But fight for your dreams because no one else gonna to fight for your dreams except you. I have turned down so many rules, opportunities because it didn't fit of what I thought at that particular time was the right thing for me. So today my path is just my own. It belongs to no one. My failures, my success is all of just mine. My journey, all of it is mine. So rule number 5 is that do not compromise. Do not settle on your dreams. But the one thing is that as certain as day and night, that ladies and gentlemen, is that you will fail. Just how it is, and there's nothing that you can do to stop that. It's what you do after that define where you go. When something I had invested in my heart and my soul, which I do with everything that I actually put my mind to. If that fails, I don't just wallow and self-pity. I roll myself in it. I roll around in it. I wrap myself in it. Head to toe. Self-pity, self-pity and self-pity. It's not pretty sight. I can tell you that my mother was sitting right here, witnessed it many times, but then I get up, cry a little, dust myself off and dive straight back into the life, because the only way to push failure aside is to move ahead. Not ignore it, just analyze it and learn from it. Always remember, you will never truly enjoy success until you have tasted failure. And trust me when I tell you, it tastes like a shit. Really does. So rule number 6 is that fail, fail and fail again, and then rise like a phoenix. Now what is life without a little bit of risk, right? No, I am not donkey junkie. I am not telling you to go out to the roller coaster or anything. That I always believe that you have to take risk, calculated risk, educated risk to evolve, because if you have not truly explored the full extent of your possibilities, you will always remain stagnant. People have written me off several times in my career, sometimes didn't agree with my choices when I played the negative character. My film, Ethras, very early in my career, I was told I will be a vampire, no one will cast me as a heroine. When I took on a female-centric film called Fashion Again very early in my career, I was told that was not the norm. When I signed the US TV show at the height of my film career in India, each time the risk was huge. The stakes were high and the reputation could have been to scene of the list career ending. But as of now, I can say that my risk and the gamble was worth it. You know why? Because I am backed up those risks with my 100%. So rule number 7 is that be bold and take this risk. Now, friends, family, the people you work with, the people around us are our greatest influencers in our journey to success. So, you have to choose very wisely. Rule number 8 is that surround yourself with the right people who do not stab you in the back. Now, who's on social media? Raise your hands. Yeah, we like it. Even I like it. You can raise your hands. Alright, it's almost everyone. Now keep your hands raised if you ever been upset by a like, a bad comment that you may have read on the photograph or like on Facebook, or when you posted something. And sometimes, it's like why the people have to be so mean. Yeah, so that a lot of you, right? Guys, please let me just tell you this. No matter what you do, someone will always be unhappy. Always, especially in this age. And we can say that in this era of social media, it's so easy for us to be confused between the voices that actually matters and the opinion of faceless people writing behind the anonymity of what the web offers. They don't matter. So rule number 9 is that you can never please everyone all the time. And the biggest favor that you will all do to yourselves will be to laugh at yourself, at your situations. Find the moment to appreciate every single day. This funny thing called life, and that's my most important rule number 10. Don't take yourself too seriously. You are not making rockets, alright? Calm down, have fun, and just enjoy this beautiful journey that we've been put on. I do that. It's really not that hard in my experience to be kind, to be compassionate, to be human. You will never know someone else's story. So, don't be quick to judge. My mother, she taught me when I was very, very young that there is always someone who will be less fortunate than you. Always. So give back wherever you can. This is a huge reason that I started my foundation and I lend my voice to UNICEF and causes that I am associated with, because we have one world and it's our and we need to heal it, and that start with us. And so that my rule number 11, give back. And finally, the most important one, always remember where you came from. It's truly what defines you. So I am a proud Indian, ek army ki beti, daughter of 2 doctors with the middle class upbringing and ginormous families who I love on both sides. We have seen good times, we have seen bad times, we have seen hardships. We have seen pain, laughter, sadness, but that is what made me who I am, and I wear that with pride every day and everywhere, whether I go. So last and definitely not the least, rule number 12, don't ever forget your roots and where you came from. I read this somewhere, kind of stuck with me, and I hope it will stuck with you also, that life's journey is not to arrive at your gravesite safely in a well-preserved body, but rather to skid in sideways, completely worn out, and say, holy shit, that was a ride. That is how I wanted to go. So, thank you so much.